Okay, let's make our tab closure. First thing we're going to do is mark the position of our snap onto the wrong side of the fabric without the fleece. Stick a pin in there to mark the spot. And I just do a little cross so I can see where that goes. I like to mark the stitching lines onto the piece as well, because if you go by the fleece, that's not very accurate. So now we'll just clip these two pieces together. You can pin if you like. And we'll head to the sewing machine. Okay, so let's make our tab. We're just going to stitch up here, round here and down there and leave this open. I'm stitching using a stitch length of 2.4 and I'm using Aurifil thread. The green one, which is the 40 weight. That's the one I like to use for the general sewing. If I want my top stitching to stand out a little, I use the grey one. That's the 28 weight. I like to back stitch when I begin and end. Swivel around. Not quite far enough. Now that I've stitched my tab, I'm just going to prune this back a bit using pinking shears just to get rid of all this bulk. And now I'm going to go away and punch a hole. To punch my hole, I use a hole punch, a hammer and a very old cutting mat, which I no longer use for cutting. And I just go outside onto a step where it's really firm, and then I punch my hole. My hole punched, I'll turn it right sides out and give it a good press. I like to add a bit of fray stopper on there, just to make sure that that hole doesn't get any bigger than it needs to be. This is the one I use, but there's more than one brand out there, so just use whichever one you have available to you. And now that we've done that, we're going to go to the sewing machine and stitch 3mm or 1/8 of an inch from the edge all the way around your tab. Okay, just back stitch a little bit. And there we have our tab ready for the snap.